Ian Rusted was born in Upper Island Cove, Newfoundland, where first-hand experiences influenced his eventual medical career choice.
Not only did I say at age 4, 5, 6, 7 that I was going to be a doctor when I grew up, but I was going to be Dr. Cron, who delivered me when I was born in Upper Island Cove and who opened an abscess on my knee when I think I was about 2 years old.
Dr. Rusted was an audacious pioneer whose major achievement was the establishment of the medical school in St. John's, Newfoundland, and the established medical school had a profound effect on the health care of the people of Newfoundland and Labrador, and in fact across Canada.
And he saw the need for Newfoundland to produce its own physicians, and he saw the need, the richness of the experiences that you could get here that might not be achieved elsewhere.
He received his medical degree from Dalhousie about 1948.
Dalhousie was most helpful in giving me some extra preparation as a medical student. I went on the Kyle along the coast of Labrador. This lady was telling me about her little boy who really was not well, and in trying to find out if he had been ill in any unusual way in the spring or the winter, she kept saying no, nothing unusual. But eventually when I pinned her down as to what she meant by nothing unusual in the winter or spring, she said, well, the usual thing, where 2 or 3 babies died and 2 or 3 of the older people died. There was no point in my thinking of bringing anybody out or back to St. John's, because at that time in '45 there was only the early sanatorium with about 200, 250 beds perhaps. And that sort of happening occurred more than once, that I had to advise families with every one of them infected with tuberculosis how to try and care for themselves in a small community on the Labrador coast.
And following that, he did training at a variety of places, including the Mayo Clinic and McGill. And he was then offered positions at McGill and the Mayo Clinic, but chose instead to come back to his province where he had been born and raised and was deeply connected to.
The first 2.5 years I was back, I was full-time medical consultant or consulting internist with the Department of Health. I visited all the hospitals, and there was only one physician in each cottage hospital. And that really was an extraordinarily difficult life. I began writing medical schools and asking them what their budgets were, how many people they had in different departments as faculty.
A kind and gentle man, but with fierce determination to see things through. And when he got going in this, there was nothing stopping him.
He knew what he wanted, and he was prepared to stand by his cause, but he was determined.
Because of his activities, we wouldn't be here today, and the province would not be as well served with healthcare practitioners and researchers as it has been, and I hope it will continue to be.
He really built the medical school and all the impact that it's had from its 2,000 graduates who every day have an impact in the lives of hundreds of thousands of Canadians from coast to coast, and especially Newfoundland and Labrador.
A pioneer builder for rural medicine, a medical champion to underserved communities, exceptional leader with foresight and determination. Ladies and gentlemen, Canadian Medical Hall of Fame laureate, Dr. Ian Rusted.